garage doors, but all they have is they usually have only the one, not the small door. All they have is the main motor on the ceiling and mostly aluminium doors, but they don't have the small one.
They don't have opening and closing for a small one.
Yeah. They don't have a small door?
No. So what kind of opening and closing for small doors can we find? Separate, not as part of a big shutter door, but just a separate door opening mechanism. That we might find. Even, not like the opening and closing you find around a college, or on the doors through
on
to
the
main building to get through into the corridors. Even that kind of opener would work on the small door, wouldn't it? Yeah. So we need to find out how that works. We need to do some research and look at other types of door that have openers on them and how does that opener work, and see if we can adapt it to open our small door. Because this product does not exist on the market, right? You can't buy one of these, and that's why David Miller sets this as a project, because if it was on the market, you would just Google it, you would find it and copy it. So, end of story. But this makes it much more difficult because there's two types of door opener that we've got to think about and research and look for. And I would be looking for a door opener that works in a similar way to even the ones that go into the lunch hall. You know, when you press the button outside and it opens like that. That would work fine for you, wouldn't it? That could be adapted to open this door.
So we have to research separate for the both doors.
You can have it separate, yeah, of course you can.
Because we can't find together both things together.
No, you'll not find both things together. You'll have to. If you could find them both together, there will be no challenge in doing this. The challenge is to find opening mechanisms that will work this door. Opening mechanisms that will work this door, and then make this one so that it doesn't work until that one has worked. Okay, so that you get the logic sequence. Then for closing, this one won't close until that one has closed. So the logic goes the other way around when it's
Everything
closing.
should be in the sequence.
And the other thing to watch out for is this business of an obstruction in the doorway. Someone's parked their car, or they're carelessly, it's remote control, remember, so he might actually be underneath the door when he presses the button, and the door will come down on top of his head. So you have to have some kind of cutout that will stop it.
Safeties.
A safety mechanism. A safety mechanism is similar to the door on an elevator, where if the door closes on you, the elevator senses that before it cuts you into two pieces, you know, when the elevator heads off.
Yes.
You know, it's got a whole logic around, has it hit something? Yes. So it opens again. And your door will have to do the same. If it has a strip along the bottom, which is rubber, and it's got two contacts buried inside the rubber, whenever the rubber hits something, the contacts get pushed together, and the door knows that it's hit an obstruction, so it stops.
Right.
You know, that way it won't cut anybody in half or cut anyone's car.
How it will sense that it's on the ground level?
You could either use the very same system, or you could have what we call them proximity switches, or sensor switches. You know, to have a switch on the bottom that's waiting for the door to come down. Once the door comes down and makes that switch, then that shuts off all the power to the door. You know, that's the final one. But on the way down, if something obstructs it, then those two parts of the rubber thing will tell it that there's been an obstruction, and it will just go back to parking again. So we could have a micro switch down on the floor where the door closes, and once that micro switch is made, it knocks all the power off. And that's also the signal for the little door to close over. It's a case of getting all the logic correct, and then you can draw the circuit diagram.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, you get all the logic correct. So what operation is going to happen next? So order are all the things we
What's the sequence?
What is the sequence?
Yeah. And for the circuit diagram, we have to start from the small door.
Yes.
We will start from the small door, step by step, what happens, and then we will connect it to the main motor,
Yes.
main door,
Yeah.
and then the sequence comes.
Yeah. And then for closing, it's the exact opposite.
And
The main
the
door
reverse,
must do
yeah.
its stuff, and then the other door does its stuff. And the only thing to watch out for is this business of the door trying to close on something in the meantime. Now the components that you'll need, the micro switches, solenoids, motors, door opening device of some kind,
Sensors.
sensors, can all be found in places like RS Components do most of these things. If you make the roller door out of steel, the sensor is very, you can get lots of sensors which will sense the presence of steel and start and stop. Or you can get some that have got a little roller switch on an arm that gets pushed down and physically clicks off a little electric switch inside. You've seen that type? Have you? No.
No.
A limit switch, that would be called.
Right. That's the final.
We've just seen the
Yeah.
manual one, like in the workshop.
Have you? Let's go to RS Components and see what they've got
बस।
on the website, because there's
बना दी?
quite a good
हाँ ती तो बन गई बनना तो
नहीं नहीं इससे अभी बहुत कुछ निकलवाना अच्छा जब डोर वो पेज मेरे पास नहीं है नहीं है पेज उसमें और किसी के पीछे लिख ले बन गया था पैसे ना
So ukrsonline.com.
great अभी नहीं है
Correct?
So they've got everything.
वो जस्ट पढ़ ले पहले
So let's just put in limit switch and see what it comes up with. So it's got a switch like that. It's got a pneumatic one. It's got mechanical valves, operator limit, and logic. I don't know if that one's electric. Button spring pneumatic switch.
अच्छा जब वो होगा अच्छा ये सीक्वेंस समझ आ गया क्या जब छोटा डोर जब हमने शटर डाउन
दोनों का अलग बनाना, इकट्ठा नहीं होता।
क्या
दोनों का अलग बनाना,
क्या मतलब
अलग अलग सीक्वेंस है उनका, अलग अलग सीक्वेंस बनाना, उसके बाद इसको कंबाइन करना।
उसके बाद इंटरलिंक करना है
Brand. Telemechanique is the people I would use because that's, we have lots of their stuff on the ship.
कि
See that company there? So these are all limit switches that they've got there. Let's just pick one at random and see what it says. Right, that's exactly the sort of thing I had in mind. This is a little plunger with a roller on the end. Whenever it's pushed in, the contacts inside change over to let you know that the switch is closed. So that would be ideal for letting you know that the door was open or closed. What you do is you put a little bracket on the side of the door. You don't have to have this pushing against the actual door itself. You put a little steel bracket on the side of the door that will work the switch every time the door comes down. The bracket trips the switch. There's different models of this switch. This one's the one with the roller and the plunger, and the one with the little arm that's on here. Nah, it just shows the same one.
Yeah. No, just do it one more time. Just keep
Down the
no
bottom.
thanks.
No, thank you.
The one we have here. Let's go to Honeywell. They're also quite a good maker of these things. You see, they're very similar to the one that we just saw. This type of thing. These are very common around the industry. The little plunger gets pushed in a little bit and the switching inside changes over to let you know that it's been depressed. So we've got a door coming down. It's got a little lever or bracket at the side. We've got the switch waiting to be tripped. We don't actually put the switch underneath the door. We put it out to one side and have it operating from a little bracket. So there's plenty of switches there that you can find, yeah? I don't think RS Components would have any door openers. But they would be the people to look for all of the solenoid valves, limit switches and any control gear that we need to know
ये खूबसूरत था. बंद नहीं.
No. Let's try this one. They look very good. Automatic door systems. Swing doors. It's a swing door that we want. Tell you much about how it works. Let's try something else. A gate opener might be quite a good thing. You know, the electric gate, you know, like in a driveway, because you're a little door when you're trying to open the very light. A gate, so anything that opens a gate might.
Well,
तो मुझे भेजने
हाँ अभी ले प्रोड्यूसर है इसमें
Yeah, that
Cool.
one, you're looking to